My name is Timo Maas. I'm blonde and German.
You live in London, right?
I what?
You live in London, right?
In where?
London.
No, I live in Bückeburg, which is an absolutely beautiful city in the middle of Germany, North Germany.
Okay, because the first thing I read was...
my English right now. What's going on?
My German is so bad, so let's continue in English, please. Okay. Hey, finally, your album. I think it's the best dance album of the year, and I'm a huge critic, so congratulations.
You see my smile. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't. Let's say it like that. I was expecting something, but not what really happened to me in the last, let's say, 6-7 months. It was pretty wild. I've seen a lot of really crazy things, to be honest. I realized that there's a big change at the moment as well, but it's all positive, so all good. A lot of work, actually.
So you set out to make your own record, but you are of course famous as a DJ and as a remixer producer. So then you suddenly have to mix your own music. I mean, that's difficult, right?
Yeah, difficult is just a thing to create a full work, actually, not just doing 1 or 2 tracks or remixes or anything like that. You know, full album is a complete different sort of, cake, whatever, however you want to call that. But actually we're planning next one already. So Loud is on the market, Loud is doing well, next single is coming out by the end of September, but we are already planning the next one. So we try to produce something until the middle of next year somehow, so that we have the next album ready to go. We will see. This is the plan. Realistically, we try to release Loud a year earlier, but really good in deadlines actually.
Hey, you got Khalees on your new single. How did that work out?
She was on the wish list. We just wanted to work with her, and then made it possible with remixing one of her singles, and yeah, let's say it was a lot of stress for 2 months or so to get her to Hanover to do the recording, but finally I'm really happy about that. And the single's ready to go, the remixes are ready to go. I think they are all amazing and very different as well.
Who did the remixes?
We have Deep Dish, of course. We have Kamanchi, which is Crust and Die, drum bass remix, and we have a new artist from my label for 20 recordings, Loco Dice, Fat Dope Shit. Fat Dope Shit. No, I'm saying already his single. Oh, how good I am in promotion! Actually, his single is #1 in the Fresh 40 at the moment in Holland. I've just seen, which I really appreciate as well. So he's done a house mix of that, a little bit more Balearic, Ibiza style. It's really cool, really cool.
A wish list for producers to do your remix shit as well. I mean,
actually, for remixing, you mean? We had one band we really wanted to do. They offered us something last year, but we were not able to do it because of my Depeche Mode. And we're gonna do a exclusive remix for their next remix album. So not due for single release. It's it's for the worldwide release of next remix album, and we're gonna do that pretty soon as well.
wow, amazing. You're talking about we because Timo Maas is not just Timo Maas, right?
It is myself, of course, and of course the most important person, because he's always in studio 24/7, is Martin Buttrich, and
He doesn't like the press. He doesn't like to be in the public eye.
not really, but. He's learning. He's learning about press and going out of the studio at the moment. But it is we just we have our parts in the game. How we deal with different parts. I do more the promotion stuff. I think he's too lazy. He sees how exhausted I am sometimes when I'm coming back, after a 15 interview day or anything like that. I can't speak anymore. And then, he just sees me and said, okay, I'm staying in the studio, man.
So you're the Beach Boys and he's Brian Wilson, right?
He's some sort of Beach Boy as well. He loves, especially Beach, he loves a lot.
The song I really like is To Get Down. I think it's a revolutionary dance song. Where did you get the bass lick? You play it yourself? Or?
Yeah, of course. Everything is self-made. The guitars are played live and everything. So no samples used in that song.
Shit. Because it's a revolution, I think. How does it go down?
What can I say? Perfect. So.
I mean, how does it go down on the dance floor if you play that? I mean, I can imagine if you start the bass line, people go like, "What the hell is going on?"
It's actually that happens to the stuff I play from us, because we always have something which is unusual to to normal dance productions or anything like that. Actually, we just started something for, I can't tell you the name right now, but for some films in Hollywood as well, and the thing we have right now, demo version is finished, is something completely different. And as I've heard, you guys are doing more alternative radio, so I will see you soon.
We will hear you
I
soon.
will see you soon again. It is very rocky, it is very different for us, full vocal thing, sounds very American, very heavy and fat, and but I can't tell you what it is right now.
Hey, who is MC Chickaboo, and is it he or she, and where did you get him or her?
MC Chickaboo is a female MC from London, which she got actually, I think, bigger balls than you.
I believe that.
Very cool, very very cool. She's MCing since 1989, and she's absolutely amazing in that. So
How did you hook up?
friends of my managers. So the girlfriend or ex-girlfriend of my manager is a DJ. She's MCing for the whole story. We just asked her to come over and do a session, and by the end of the day, instead of a session, we've had shifter. So
Brilliant.
and we already worked on some new material. Martin, my producer, is producing some tracks for her debut album right now as well. So you will definitely hear a lot more from her as well.
And now you have this great album out, Loud, and then you can tour the world. But how are you going to produce this sound live?
No, I don't do that. I just don't do that because we are studio producers, and at the moment we just said we don't have the time. I'm busy with DJing, with everything actually. Martin's busy with all the studio work, and when we would do something on stage, we would need the time. We try to be pretty perfect in what we're doing, and when we would try to make a perfect live gig, it would just destroy all other plans for 1 or 2 years. So we decided, we still work in the studio. I actually on my tour, on my American tour I've done in May and June, I was working with Chickaboo and with Khalees together for a couple of gigs, so they were performing live while I was doing my DJ set, so I was combining a little bit of everything, which was really really good and surprising for the people as well. Martin Bettinghouse, the singer of Ubik, was there as well in Miami then. And but this is the only live essence I bring at the moment to my sets, and that's it so far. I don't have the time.
Hey, you live in this really small town that I can't even pronounce, but you rule the world. How do you do that?
I ask myself this question nearly every day. I don't know why it works.
How did it happen? I mean, you live in a really small town. Everybody tells me, no, you have to live in a huge town, like you have to live in Berlin or London or New York, and in order to make it in the music industry. Yeah. You still live in a place this small, and you kick ass.
And I just bought a farm, even away from that small village, so on the flat countryside now. But with a lot of space around it that I don't have any neighbors. But let's say it like that. Next month in September I'm celebrating 20 years of DJing. So I didn't really start last year or anything or the year before. I'm doing this shit very very long, and I've had let's say it like that, 2.5 years or 3 years, the last 2.5, 3 years, everything is good. It's just, I realized it for myself, everything is good. I'm pretty successful, as you say, traveling the world, famous, the whole deal. But before that, 16, 17 years before that, nobody was really hearing of me, and there was the basic work I've done. So
what was your definite breakthrough?
I think Azido the Bass back in '99. I mean, of course, it's if I like it still or if I don't like it, it's a fact that this thing changed a lot in my life. I mean, it changed a lot in dance for that year, at least for 1999 and the year 2000, no doubt. And I mean, what else do you want? It's the perfect way to have a breakthrough. I mean, that song was cool. It's still cool. So
definitely. What sort of music do you listen to yourself?
Well, lots of different things.
Not just dance?
No, everything. Actually, I go every second week. I go to a big music shop near my hometown. Not in my hometown. We don't have a music store over there, but near my hometown. And I'm buying all the new albums, everything what I'm interested in. That goes from R&B to hip hop to, well, I don't have the Nickelback album because I think I don't need it. But so anyway, so I'm buying all those other guys. I like the Eminem album actually. It's perfectly produced, just from the production side, perfectly. Well, I mean, he's a kid, of course. What he's screaming around there. It's rubbish. But yeah,
what do you think of Neptunes?
Hey. I mean, producing Khalees, of course, they are big favorites of us, of both of us. I mean, the stuff what they're doing just got the funk. It's just, it's just so good, so fat, and just.
Did they ever do a remix of your song, or would they ever, or did you ask them?
No, we didn't ask so far. I think maybe it's a good idea for you for asking them for a track, maybe for a track, even for a track. Well, I'm having ideas right now. Maybe we even ask them for a track or for a remix for the next album. We will see. So it's, you know, this is at the moment too far away that I would, you know, just think about it.
But it will be possible. I mean,
let's see. I mean, I never thought, you know, that I'm sitting here on such a festival. So everything is possible for the man in the plastic suit, as in my song in Uvik.
hey, why do you wear a Hustler T-shirt?
Because
Harry
I'm
Flint?
hardcore since '74.